Hi everyone. Good evening. How are we doing? Welcome to the copywriting class with Faith and Ba. I'm so excited that this is finally live. I am so excited. Welcome everyone. If you're joining us, please introduce yourself. Tell us your name. Tell us where you're joining us from. We are excited that you are here. Finally, the show has started. Finally, the class has started. And I'm really excited because today we are really going to be learning a lot about copywriting. We are really going to be learning a lot on how to start monetizing our skills as writers. And I really can't wait to unfold the package that I have for us today. So I'm going to be sharing my screen very soon when we start, and I prepared a slide for this. I'm going to be teaching us with the slide, and I really hope that we get to follow the slides um, very, very keenly. I want you to pay attention to every detail and every information that we're going to be passing across today. So if you can hear me, can you drop something on the comment section? Because I want to make sure that I can be heard. I hope I can be heard. Jane said good evening. We are waiting. Okay, finally we are here. Thank you for joining. Who else is there? All right, please tell us your name and tell us where you're joining from. And so we said that during the live session, the first 10 persons that would be commenting in the live session is going to be um joining, or it's going to be, yes, it's going to be joining the Emuna University copywriting classes for free. And so I'm excited. Jane, you're here. Congratulations, you have won one slot, and I am happy that you're going to be part of this classes. I'm happy that you are going to be admitted to the Emuna University. I'm really excited. All right, if you are also with us, please drop a comment, tell us your name and tell us where you're joining from. We'd love to meet you. I will start by introducing myself. My name is Faith Mba, and I am your professor. I am the teacher in this class, and this is our first class in copywriting. I would like to meet each and every one of us, just the way you get to introduce yourself when you meet someone for the first time. I would want to get to meet us. I want to know your name, and I want to know where you're joining from. Keep sending it on the comment section. Keep typing it on the comment section. All right, we're going to be starting in the next few seconds. But before we start, I want us to share the link with our friends. Share the link with your friends, your peers, and your platform. Let everyone know that the copywriting class has started. And the good thing about it is that the people they are going to see, your status, are going to know that you're really out to learn copywriting. You're going to start priming their minds, so that by the time you're out there to give them content, they would know that, yes, I know this one started copywriting quite a while ago. So you need to start letting them know that you have an interest in copywriting. That is how to get your audience trust and attention as well. So do well to share the link and tell them that the copywriting class has started. So in the next 30 seconds, we are going to be starting this class. I want to welcome us specially again to the copywriting class, and I'm excited that we are among the first set of people that are joining this class. Now, the bonus still remain. The first 10 persons to comment in this live session will be joining the class free of charge. And I'm excited that we're already having our winners. So I would reply your comments. I will note down the persons, and I'll be expecting you to send an email to me at faithmbasi@gmail.com. So if you're among those that are winning, those that are part of this, that are going to be joining the inner circle classes, please tell us your name. Type on the comment section, tell us your name and tell us where you're joining from, and then do well to send me an email at faithmbasi@gmail.com. I would reply, and from there we would kickstart. So welcome once again. For those that are joining us, you're welcome. Remember to drop your name. Remember to tell us where you're joining from. We'll be getting right into the class, and I'm going to be sharing my screen at this moment. I really hope we are able to see the screen. Okay, so this is a very interactive class, and so I want us to be commenting as we are studying. If there's any question you have, do well to drop it on the comment section. I will take note of them and I will respond to them at the appropriate time. If there are places you're finding it confusing, also drop it on the comment section. Now, I want us to also be interactive. As I ask questions, please do well to answer on the comment section so we get to know whether you're following, whether you're not following, whether you understand what I'm saying. So, to start, this is the copywriting class where we'll be talking about the fundamentals of copywriting and also monetization. The fundamentals of copywriting and also um, monetization. And so this is our content for this class. We are going to be learning what copywriting is. We're going to be learning how to become a copywriter and a professional copywriter. We're going to be learning what we must do to start building our skill set, because copywriting is an art and you have to learn the skill. And so what do you need to do to start building your skill set to become a pro in copywriting? And then we'll be talking about how to start monetizing our skills and how to write your first copy. So we are starting with an introduction. Now listen to this, because this is going to prime your mind to know more about copywriting. During the last few years, content has been very, very important in modern brands. Of course, we know that without content, there won't be the online space. The online space thrives on content. And Bill Gates, one of his famous quotes is that content is king. And this highlights the importance of content and copywriting. And so business world has started exerting so much energy and spending a lot on content. You see businesses that are paying content writers a huge amount of money for them to create content in order for them to market their products. And so it is becoming a high demand in this century. And Forbes recently reported that if you want to become a successful businessman or woman online, the only essential skill you would need is what? Copywriting. You need to be a very good copywriter. You need to be a very good copywriter, because they are in high demand at this point. Then companies are always looking to hire the best copywriters, and their annual salaries are within approximately $47 in average. And then 80% of copywriters earn between $35K to $65K. Imagine such great amount of money that are being paid just for someone to create a content. So most of us are looking for different sources of income in which we can support ourselves, as our academics, our education, support ourselves, our businesses. We are looking for probably a side hustle, what to do to gain financial stability. Copywriting is a very, very good skill. It's a very, very good skill to acquire in order for you to gain funds. And the sweet thing about this is that you're going to sit in your house, you're going to stay in your house, and funds are just money. Don't you just like the sound of money alerts in your account when you work from home at the comfort of your house, that nobody is bossing you around? You're working at your own time, you're doing what you want to do at your own time, and money is entering. Even while you're sleeping, money is entering. And so that is what copywriting and so that is what I've been able to prime your mind. I have been able to prime your mind copywriting can do for you and why you should study copywriting. And so on that note, we will start with what is copywriting. Now, copywriting is the craft and field of writing persuasive messages that inspire people to take action. Now, I want you to comment on the comment section. I want you to write something in the comment section. The question now is, do you have any idea about copywriting? Are you a copywriter, or you want to learn copywriting to become a copywriter? I need us to know, so I would know where to lay more emphasis on in this class. If you're already a copywriter and you just want to improve your knowledge on copywriting, drop it in the comment section. But if you are a newbie and you want to start learning the art of writing copies in order for you to become a copywriter and a professional copywriter at that, then also let us know, so I'll lay more emphasis on something. I'll be expecting a comment. I want full energy in this house, so be dropping comments on the comment section. All right, okay, I'm expecting it. All right. So copywriting, what is copywriting? Copywriting is the art and the skill. Let's get back to the slide. So what is copywriting? Copywriting is the art and skill of writing copies. The art and skill of writing copies. the craft and field of writing persuasive messages that inspire people to take action. You're writing a copy, you're writing a persuasive message that is going to inspire people to take action. Now, I want you to take note of these two things: persuasive messages and inspire people to take action. So if your copy is not persuasive enough, then it's not yet a copy. If your copy has not inspired someone to take action at the end, then you've not really written a copy. Now we know that there's a difference between copywriting and content writing. They are two different things. And we also know there's a difference between copyright and copyright. That's the one with W and the one without W. The one we are looking at is the one with W. So copywriting is the art or occupation of writing text for the purpose of advertising or other form of marketing. Now you're writing this to advertise a product. Assuming you have a business, you are a business owner, and you would want people to get to know. Of course, you wouldn't want to have a business and people do not know what you're selling or patronize you. You want them to get to know your product and also be persuaded to purchase the product. And so, if you write a text in the purpose of advertising that product and in the form of marketing that product, then that is copywriting. Now we have what we call a copy. A copy is the written content that aims to increase brand awareness. So that thing you're writing as a copywriter is a copy, and you're increasing your brand awareness or the brand you're writing for, and ultimately persuading people or a group of people to take a particular action. So emphasis on persuasive messages and inspire people to take action. Now, who is a copywriter? A copywriter is one who provides the word of assets, including web page. You're writing words for variety of assets. You're writing for web pages. You're writing blogs. You're writing articles. You're writing art, social media posts, email, and more. And you're using this medium to write to inform people, engage people, and persuade your audience. So you now that is planning to become, that is aspiring to become a copywriter, once you start doing these things, you are what? A copywriter. So a copywriter also creates written messages or for businesses, for organizations with the intent to sell or promote a product, service, or a brand. Now let's get to know what a copywriter does. What do a copywriter do? What does copywriters do? Copywriters write blogs. Now I want you to know that there are a lot of opportunities out there for copywriters, a lot. So even if you in your mind you feel many people are already into copywriting, is there any space for me in the system? There are a lot of opportunities out there, and funny enough, copywriters are on high demand. And so you can write blog posts, you can write ads. Even the smallest business is business that is just starting. Maybe your friends have a business they're just starting and they need people to get to know about that. You can become a copywriter for that business and begin to write copies for him or her or for that business and begin to sell their products for them. And you're going to convert, the copies are going to convert the prospects to become customers. Now, copywriters write blogs, you can write art, all those adverts you see when you're scrolling to the social media. Copywriters write the text on it, write the copy on it. You can write copies for sales pages. Whenever you see anybody selling online, there are always texts that are in that page that is going to convince anyone landing on that page to buy the product, to go ahead and buy the product. And so copywriters write sales pages. You can also write broadcast, TVs, or radio ads, write emails, write flyers, social media posts. Even graphic designers can employ you as a copywriter to write content while they design. So the design and then the content that goes with the design comes from you and you're paid for the work. Okay, so from social media to landing pages, copies serve a purpose of getting the reader to do something. That is the end game for the reader, whoever is reading it, to take action. Now, copywriters, there are a few examples of what copywriters does. I mentioned them already: sales pages, video sales scripts, email, social media ads, direct mails, landing pages, about pages. This is fun. This is very interesting. Even pages that talk about people, like about pages. If you open some sites, you see where they write about me, they write things about themselves, or you open a sales page and you're seeing where they wrote the about the person that owns the product. It is copywriters that write those things. So there are many opportunities out there for us. Copywriters write case studies and also lead magnets. Now, who needs a copywriter? I believe from this picture you could see that many people are in need of what? Of a copywriter. Solopreneurs, young people that are just starting, market agencies, small businesses, small business. I'm emphasizing this because most of us are just starting, and we have people around us that are planning to advertise their products. You could write them, you could meet them and get to write copy for their products. Write copy and probably go into an agreement that so and so amount of income that is coming from your product is going to come to me. And so when your copy converts prospects to become customers, then you get your own pay. They might decide to pay you per hour, per copy, depending on your agreement with whoever is employing you. So non-profit organizations as well, even charity organizations, people that go for outreaches, they will want advertisements, they will want people to know about what they are doing. So you can step in as a copywriter to do the work. Online retailers as well need copywriters. Affiliate marketers need copywriters because for them to sell their products, they need someone to write persuasive words. So they need a copywriter. Now, how do I become a copywriter? Next question, how do I become a copywriter? We have 5 questions to answer. So we are on the second one. I want to hear from you all. Hope this session is interesting. Hope you've been gaining something. If you have, comment, drop a comment on the comment section. Yes, Jane, I can see you. Copywriting is indeed in high demand. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, Jane is a copywriter and she wants to gain more knowledge. You're welcome, Ma. You're welcome. All right. Who else? Okay, nice to meet you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel as you're watching this video because a lot of content will be coming your way. So we are on the text, how to become a copywriter. Now, how do we become copywriters? First of all, what you don't need, okay, as a copywriter, you don't need capital. For you to become a copywriter, you don't need capital. You don't need a university certificate. You don't need expensive laptop. You don't even need to be a creative genius. You don't need to be so creative, so good in creativity. You don't need these things. And that is where most people get it wrong. They tend to say, okay, I will become when I have the capital. It's not like other businesses where you'd have to pay so certain amount of money to purchase the product to begin to sell. You just need no capital, zero capital to start off as a copywriter. Okay, now these are the basic things you need. You just need a good phone. You just need your access to internet because it's an online skill that you're going to be exhibiting. You're going to be using your skill online mostly. So you need a good phone and you need access to the internet. You need the ability to express yourself in English. You need to be passionate, disciplined, and consistent in improving your skill set. Now, I'm using the word consistent because you have to be consistent as a copywriter. You wouldn't just start up and then after 2 months you stop. After 3 months you come back. No, you'd have to be consistent and you have to be passionate because you're going to put in a whole lot of work. Now, the skills you need to become a copywriter, you need a good grasp of spelling, punctuation, and grammar. Now, these are the things I'm going to be teaching in my classes, and I need you to send an email to join the class so we could learn you could learn these things. Now, for you to have a very good grasp of spelling, you would have to use an app like Grammarly. Grammarly helps you to punctuate appropriately. So by the time you're done writing your copy, you can just use Grammarly and then correct your punctuations. Now, and correct your spellings, sorry. Grammarly helps in spellings. So you need a good grasp of spelling, you need a good grasp of punctuation, of grammar. Then you have to pay attention to detail. You have to be curious. You have to have the ability to research, an ability to capture different points of view. You need these skills. You need these skills. Okay. So these are the basic things you need. Which are the things that you can learn? Which are the things that you learn and you pick up as you continue in the process? Now, you also need to be a great listener. Okay. Now, you also need to be familiar with the content management systems and SEO, which is search engine optimization. Of course, you wouldn't want to write the copy and nobody will see the copy. You'd want to write the copy and people get to see it, and it becomes it ranks high in Google search. So we are going to learn these things in the class, and I want you to make sure you sign up for this class because you're going to learn a whole lot. Now, what must you do to build your skill set. If you're still with me, I want you to drop a comment on the comment section. I want to be sure that we are still together. Drop a comment. Let me know if you picked up anything from how to become a copywriter. I would want you to know. I want you to let me know. So okay. That's great. That's great. All right. So drop a comment if you're joining us. Tell us your name. Tell us where you're joining us from. We are about to answer the third question. What do I need to build my skill as a copywriter? What do I need to build my skill as a copywriter? Now make sure to drop your name when you join us. Tell us where you're joining us from, and always comment so we get to know if you are flowing with us. So what do I need to become a copywriter? So we've looked at what you don't need. You don't need a capital. You don't need to have a certificate. You don't need to be a creative genius. You don't even need expensive. You don't need a laptop, expensive laptops. All you need is just your phone and internet and your passion to learn the skill of copywriting. Now, in my class, I'm going to be teaching these things: SEO optimization, content management. I'm going to be taking you all through the process individually. Like, you're going to learn it, you're going to practice it, and we are going to see it work. So, how do you build your skill as a copywriter? The first thing you must do is to learn. You must start from the basics of copywriting. And when you join my online class, I'm definitely going to be taking us through those classes. Then you also need to take courses online. Paid courses, free courses. Make sure you take courses online. I'm going to be telling us which one is important, which one you need to, I'm going to even be giving us access to resources on on the basics of copywriting, and we'll grow from there. Now you also have to read copies. For you to be a good copywriter, you have to read copies. There are people that have done so well and have written copies that have generated a 7 figures in dollars. And these copies are things that you can get inspiration from. Remember that most times writers do have writer's block, where you are just in front of your system and then nothing is entering your head, nothing is coming. The first words are not even coming in. And so when you read copies, it helps you to know where to start from. So you have to read copies, and I must emphasize that you have to read those copies and read them loud. You have to read them loud. As you're reading them, it helps you know the tone of the speaker and what exactly you should do when you're writing your own copy. Okay. So you also need to practice different copies. As you read, you practice. And that's what we're going to be doing in my class as well. We're going to be reading, and then we are going to be writing. The more you write copies, the more you tend to learn how to be a very good copywriter. You also need to try freelancing. And the reason why I'm emphasizing this freelancing is because it gives you edge to practice a variety of copies. It also boosts your portfolio, because you need that portfolio when you start working on the different freelancing platforms I'm going to be teaching us yet in this class. You need those experience. You need to write those experience that you've had. So you need to try freelancing. I'm going to be telling us freelancing sites that you can join in order to start writing copies, and you get paid on the platform. So just stay tuned. We are still going to reach there, and also make sure that you join my class, because we are going to be taking time to coach everyone one-on-one to make sure that you are getting the art of copywriting. Now, you also need to build your online portfolio. This thing cannot be overemphasized. Like, you really need this part for you to get to that point where you're earning 7 figures. Your online portfolio, you'd have to create your website and put your testimonials there, people you've written content for, copies for, how you generate leads, how you made your money. And of course, it's going to encourage other people to employ you to work for them. So don't forget that your first copywriting job is not going to be perfect. Trust me. We all know it's not going to be perfect, but then it should not stop you from trying. You have to keep trying, you have to keep learning, because people move from little earning to 7 figure earning, and of course you too can get there. So you have to start. Don't wait for the right time when you're perfect in copywriting. You have to start. Okay, so now we are going to be looking at the fourth question. But before that, I want to introduce this Emuna University, which is my copywriting class, an online university where you're trained to become a high-earning copywriter. And it's a 1-year coaching class. That's the sweet thing about it. It's a 1-year coaching class. So it's not something that we would start and then would leave you halfway, or we'll just give you a lecture and let you go. No, we're going to coach you for 1 full year. and we are going to help you improve your writing skill, your copywriting skills. We're going to give you assignments, and you're going to get back to us with the assignment, and it will be marked. We're going to be reviewing copies together, because I mentioned that copies are very important. You have to read copies, and you have to read them out loud. So we're going to be reviewing copies. I'm going to help you to also build your online profile and have one-on-one coaching with you from the scratch until you start earning. Like, that is amazing. Like, that is amazing. So this is literally what we're going to be doing. It's a one-on-one coaching, and as you can see, it's just like me holding you by the shoulders and then telling you what to do. And we also have a group work where we will be learning how to write copies, and you'll be copying from other people's work as well, and be building your own skill. So how do you enter this university? It's just an entry fee of $2, and in naira is $1,200. I mean, who has a university where the school fees is just this? Well, it's not for the money that we are doing this. We are doing because we want you to gain the copywriting skills and begin to monetize. Most people are looking for financial freedom. They are looking for platforms where they could make money even as a side hustle as students. And I mean, voila, this is just it. This is just it for you. And so we're only admitting in this first batch 50 students who will be taken into this batch. Only 50 students will be taken into this batch. And then if you want to be admitted, just send an email to faithmbasi@gmail.com requesting to be admitted, and you would be admitted. So it's as simple as that. Now we are entering the fourth question. How do I start monetizing my skill? Now, if you're still with me, I want you to drop a comment on the comment section. I want to know if you were able to grab anything from the session where we talked about how to build your skill as a copywriter. I would want to know. So drop a comment section. I see you all. Thank you for joining. Please drop your name, because I really can't know those that are joining in from the C session. I need to see your names on the comment section for me to know that you are here. So do well to drop a comment on the comment section. All right, so we will be entering the fourth question, which we'll be answering today. How do I start to monetize? This is very important, and I know that this is also very important to most of us, and I'll just jump into it right away. Okay, so there are 10 types of copywriting that make you the most money. 10 of them. Now, first is direct response copywriting. And direct response copywriting is writing a copy that would entail the prospect, the customer, the client, whoever is reading it, to take action immediately. You also have website copywriting. You know, people have different websites. People have websites, and they need copywriters to write on their website to help bring leads and convert the leads to potential clients. So website copywriting is also one area that is on high demand at the moment, and you could make your money being a website copywriter. Email copywriting as well. You could focus your energy on just writing emails for companies, blog posts, ad content. You know, advertisement has a way of really catching people's attention. So by the time you're learning copywriting, you're going to begin to direct people's mind to take action, to buy the product. And so people, of course, every day you go online, you see adverts everywhere. Copywriters write the copy. They write the copy for the landing page. And so it's something that you could get into and make so much money. SEO copywriting, sales page copywriting, I already talked about these ones. Video copywriting, you know that already. UX copywriting, social media copywriting. These are places you could gain so much money from as a copywriter. Now, finding remote work, we have freelancing platforms. I said us we're going to talk about it. We have your Fiverr, your LinkedIn, we have your Upwork, Freelancer, Guru, and People Per Hour. Now, these are freelancing platforms where you can go even as a newbie and begin to make money. Now, I'm going to teach us how to, later or not in this class, but we're going to be talking about how to set up your profile in this different platforms. How to set up your profile, how to start earning, how to get your clients, and how to make your money and enjoy your life. So make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, and make sure that you are part of the classes, the coaching classes that will be ongoing. Send me an email at faithmbasi. Send me an email at faithmbasi@gmail.com. Now, you also have your Guru, you have your People per hour, you also have job boards where you can also go and make cool cash as a copywriter. You have your creativejobscentral.com, flexjobs.com. These are just a few of them. There are many others out there, and we are still going to be talking about those ones in details. Now, freelance writers tax execution. At this point, I want to take my time to explain this because as a freelancer, you have a lot to do, and these are very, very stress free. Like, it's something you can just do lying down on your bed, sitting in your room, your couch, and you execute these things and you're paid for it. Now, the first task is to get a client. We're going to talk about that later on. When you get your client, I'll be teaching how to get your clients. Now, when you get your clients, you have to get a brief interpretation from your clients. What exactly do your clients want? They would have to explain to you and tell you what they want. You have to get that information from them. So get to know what your client wants, identify the big idea. You have to remember that I mentioned that you have to be a very good listener. You have to pay attention to details. So when your client is explaining to you what he or she wants, make sure you are listening. And then you're identifying the big idea. What is the major thing about this product? What about this product can we center on that will attract leads, that will attract prospects and customers? Now, when you are done identifying the big idea, you have to do your product research. Most times the big idea comes when you're doing the product research. Most times it comes when you're done interacting with your clients. Some clients will have much information to give you, some might not have, but you have to get the ones you can get, and you still have to go out there and do your research. So do your product research, find out everything about that product. Make sure there are different platforms. I'm going to be talking about market research later in another video, where I'm going to be teaching you how you can do your market research, how you can get your information about a product easily without stress. You have platforms like Reddit. That platform is like, thank God for that platform. It has a lot to offer. You can literally get a whole lot of information on what your clients are thinking, questions that they are asking. Get so much information from those platforms. There are many of them. I'll also teach you how to search on Google, how to use your YouTube platform, and how to use your different platform to do your market research. Now, audience research. You have to find out who are the audience, who are the people that we're supposed to sell this product to. When you're done with your research, you produce your. And when you're done writing your first copy, you have to proofread your copy. Please, if you can still hear me, can you just say something on the comment section? I would like to. Okay, I want to make sure I'm not talking to myself. Okay, thank you. Okay, so when you are done writing your first copy, you would have to proofread. When you're done proofreading, you have to read your copy loud. Read it aloud. Hear yourself. And because copywriting has to do with conversation, just like you having a conversation with your clients and with your prospects. You're discussing with them and trying to convince them. So read out loud and see how if it makes sense to you, if there's a flow in it, if you were a client, would you enjoy reading that content? Will you be tired? Is it catchy? You have to read out loud and make sure that it is okay. Then you have to check for your readability using the FK score. The FK score tells you the readability of your content. Is it readable? Is it easy for someone to understand? Is it very difficult for someone to understand? Does it need graduates alone to understand it? You have to check the readability of your copy. And the reason why you have to do that is because your audience are different at different points in time. You might be selling to illiterates, you might be selling to people that are not learned, you might be selling to people that are professors, you'll be selling to different classes of people. So you need to make sure that your content is packaged in the right manner for the right audience. Now you produce your second draft when you're done checking these things. You produce your second draft and you submit to your employer, submit to the person that employed you, submit to your client that is asking for the copy. Now, you have to take feedback when the person is done going through it. Receive feedback, revise if needed, resolve the dispute if there's a problem, rewrite if need be, and resubmit. Just make sure you work peacefully with your client to get a satisfactory copyright. And to get a satisfactory copy, because you have to satisfy your client. Now, when you are done submitting, of course, you're going to get paid, you rinse, and you repeat the cycle. Go get another client, and you continue the cycle. And that way you're making your money. Now, these things I mentioned are quite, I had to split them down and I listed them very meticulously. But guess what? The time frame you need to do all this is probably within 2 hours, maximum of 7 days. Most times, copyright the clients just need 3 days, and they expect you to submit your copy, and you get your work verified and get paid. So most of these things are not things that are high value thing and do not need so much stress. So don't you just like the sound of money when it enters your account? I mean, work is done and you're being paid. That is a great deal. A great deal. Now we are going to be talking about the roadmap to seven-figure income. First of all, you have to get your mindset right, because you need a positive mindset to be able to write your copy. Get your mindset right. Pitch your clients on the job board or freelancing platform, like I mentioned. Now, optimize your portfolio site. The more you optimize your portfolio, the more bigger clients would have to mail you or would have to ask for your services. So you have to, as you write, send proof, send testimonial, get testimonials. Reviews are very important. We'll talk about that in another video. Reviews are very important. So you have to get your reviews, and then you have to upload them and let them build your portfolio. You also have to market your niche expertise. Market your niche expertise. When you find a particular niche, when you finally get down to focus on a particular niche, you would have to optimize and market your niche. How do you find your clients? You'd have to go hunting. The simple thing there is you hunt, you gather, you play your card well, you slay, and you get paid. I'll still talk on how to get your clients on these different platforms in subsequent videos. Now, finally, how do I write my first copy? Your first copy. We have come to that point where you've known a lot about copywriting and you now want to start writing. How do you start? Now, these are the components of a copy: the headline, the subhead, the copy, body, captions, and blog. This is an example of a copyright, and it's not so clear, but those in the class will get to have a clear picture of it. So this is the components of a copy. You have to start with your headline first. These things I'm still going to expand on it in subsequent videos. We can't talk about everything in today's video. And that is why you also need to be in my class. Okay. Now, elements of an effective advertising copy. You need a clear objective. You need to find out your objective. What is your objective? Then write a compelling message, add a compelling offer, give evidence of a tangible benefit. Now you're going to be doing these things, and it needs creativity. You have your objective, you're going to write a compelling message, a message that is going to compel your clients, your audience, your prospect, whoever that is going to read it, to be persuaded to take action. Now you're going to make a compelling offer that is irresistible, that they cannot resist. Then give evidence of tangible benefits of something you've done before, a clearly understood tone, a means of responding. Give them a means of responding. They have to get back to you. They have to purchase the product. So give them a means of responding, either your email, your phone number, or click the website link. Then give them a call to action. What should they do? Should they pay for the product? Should they buy the course? Do you want them to share? Do you want them to bring customers? What exactly do you want them to do? Let it be written clearly on the copy. Then make sure you attach an image. Okay. It also helps for audience retention. Now, finally, the Emola University is inviting you specially to this course where we are going to be teaching you more about copywriting. 50 students to be admitted, and you have to send an email to faithembassy@gmail.com requesting to be admitted, and you are going to be admitted. The fee is just $2 and then 1,200 naira for those in Nigeria. So thank you very much. It's been a wonderful time with us. I want to hear our feedbacks. Do we have questions? Do we have areas of confusion? Are there things you do not understand? Please drop it on the comment section and I would be able to respond appropriately. For those of us that stayed till the end of this session, thank you so much for staying. I really hope you've been able to learn a lot, because I mean, there's no how you would stay in this class without grabbing one thing or the other, but grabbing so many things. And there are still more content to come. Get ready for it, guys. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. So let me hear your comments. Yes, 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 in the comment section. Let me hear your comments. Let me hear your questions. Let me hear what you have to say. Yeah, keep dropping them. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm glad you learned something. Thank you. Okay, all right. So for further questions, for further details, and to join the class, mail me at faithmbasi@gmail.com and I will definitely respond. So we have come to the end of the class. I'll take the questions further in our inner circle classes. And until then, be fine. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe right away, comment, like, share, and don't forget to let your friends know about it. Okay, share it with your friends and let them also learn with you. Copywriting is a very, very good platform for you to make a whole lot of money. And I can't wait to have you in my circle. So until then, stay fine. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining this live session. I love you all, and I will see us in the next class. Bye.